hear my invitation to you last game?
I did. Were you going to send that to me?
No, Cassie's going to send it to you for the recording. I wasn't rolling when she did it.
Perfect. Okay. All right, everybody. We have Steph for you. Name and affiliation, please.
What's going on, Steph? CJ Peterson, San Francisco Examiner. Steve came in here earlier, and really his main talking point was the lack of discipline defensively, particularly reaching in and committing a lot of fouls that he really didn't agree with. What was your perspective on that, and how do you aim to fix some of those glaring issues?
I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to stop doing it. I think some of the stuff that we can control in terms of just being mindful of, reaching and, committing those fouls that you shouldn't. And in the league, obviously, guys are going to make tough shots. It's what you're paid to do. And good offense always beats good defense, but we have the capability of being using our length and speed and size across the board to do what we did against San Antonio. Just make them take tough contested shots, and if they make or miss, you keep the flow of the game going. But I think we started off in the first quarter setting the tone of fouling, and then that changed the whole game in terms of how the refs were calling it on both sides, to be honest. But we, mucked the game up by letting them just go to the free throw line over and over again, setting up their defense. And, when we're at our best, make or miss, we're able to push it in transition and push it, on the other end and create easy offense. So, and that plays well into what the Knicks try to do, knowing that they're a very physical team that likes to play in the paint. So it's a recipe for disaster against a team like that.
Steph, what did you guys not have when Draymond left?
I mean, everything that he provides in terms of his experience on the defensive end and even his playmaking. He had 8 assists in 17 minutes. So, we were moving the ball pretty well considering the pace of the game with all the fouling. So, it was kind of a weird just night all the way around in terms of the overall flow of the game, and obviously him, getting ejected and then coming back in the second half and different rotations and lineups, and it was kind of all over the place. So obviously no excuse for how we started the game on the defensive end, giving up so many free throws, but we were pretty competitive. I think they played well in the second half, especially. So it's not all what we did, but just a tough game all the way around. A lot to kind of harp on in terms of what we didn't do well.
Questions for Eric?
Hi, Eric. Carlos Ramirez, NBC Bay Area and Telemundo. How would you describe tonight's game?
Same. I would say the same as everybody else. I mean, we just didn't have the energy. We weren't focused. Didn't play well. Wasn't the same team as the Spurs night. So again, I would say the same things as everybody else said.
CJ Peterson, San Francisco Examiner. Coach Kerr was in here earlier, and he kind of described the defensive effort having a lack of discipline, particularly fouling, when Knicks players are driving into the lane, reaching, those kind of things. How do you guys correct those kind of issues, and how do you kind of get back on a more discipline-minded approach?
I would just say the simple thing is having in our mind that to stop reaching. I mean, I feel like that's something we just got to adjust to, and again, just try to focus on what we're playing the game. I know sometimes we feel like we can get the ball, but I feel like it's better if we just didn't foul. So just keeping our hands up and being disciplined.
Is that something you guys kind of expected coming in against the game or coming in against the Knicks? A team likes to kind of muddy up the games and make things a little slower and kind of slower pace like that?
Nah, I didn't. I won't say we expected to foul as much as we did, but I mean, again, we did, so we just gotta live with it.
Anything else? Thank you. That's Steph in a moment.